I'm Simon Hinton. I'm Artistic Director and CEO of Merrigong Theatre Company. I've been with the company for more than 15 years now and seen extraordinary growth in audiences and the type of work that the company presents and in the community generally. We want to take this opportunity to share with you a little bit of what goes on in our theatres, some stories from backstage, and share a little bit about each of our venues. So this is the IMB Theatre. It's 515 seats in its biggest configuration. It's a theatre where what's possible technically and the audience size and the artistic intimacy all sort of come together in a real sort of sweet spot for a venue. So we can really present some real works of scale in here. Sydney Dance Company, Bangarra, large productions from Sydney Theatre Company. We have a fly tower, which means scenery can be flown in and out. It's probably, from the audience's point of view, the best designed 500-seat theatre in Australia. The relationship between the audience and the stage is really so intimate because of the steep seating rake. The curvature of the seating bank keeps everything really intimate for a 500-seat venue. And it's, in terms of our venues, the venue that really is, if you like, the engine of our organisation. It's a really sad time for people in the theatre industry to have empty theatres. You know, our theatres are built to gather people together, and really our business is all about the community coming together and sharing a live experience. Back in 2007, we really expanded the Merrigong Theatre Company season, the shows that we were presenting, in a big way, and took some big risks. And one of the things we did, which now doesn't sound like a risk, but at the time it was we committed to co-present with Belvoir the original production of Keating the musical. And this was at a time where there had been an early sort of cabaret version of Keating, but Neil Armfield at Belvoir had decided to turn it into a full-scale show. And we didn't know if there were going to be enough people in Wollongong who wanted to see that, but of course Keating the musical ended up being a massive hit. Most of the things that you think of as funny that happen in the theatre are only funny afterwards. At the time they're often things of concern. But you know, one thing that I remember maybe 10 years ago was a bit of a disaster really, but thinking back on it now it seems funny. At the time it was absolutely catastrophic, which is we had a pipe burst somewhere in the back lane behind the theatre, as we found out later. A pipe was damaged and it actually resulted in sewage coming up through every sink, every toilet on the ground level of the theatre, and that started to happen during a performance. My stories are not funny, they're kind of like really awful. I guess the thing that I'm missing most is really that moment, just as the lights go down in a theatre, where everything's ahead of you and there's this great sense of expectation. You're either going to love it or hate it. You don't know what you're about to experience. The theatre has no meaning without an audience, and so we're all just waiting to be able to welcome you back into our venues. And we know that there are going to be many, many years of incredible performances and stories unfolding again on our stages, and we can't wait to share them with you.